Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another amazing episode of the Pitchside.
Pitchside. Hey,
Podcast.
oh, well, I'm on formation. Yeah.
Good. Esbandayo.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah. The lineup is amazing as usual. Tomi.
What's up?
In
the building.
Man? In the place to be.
Everywhere I go.
All over.
This one person made me.
Go
one of the shops.
Yeah.
Domi. Kere, do you even know the meaning of that? I don't have to know the meaning of that. You're one of us.
Yeah, inside. Sugar, you up?
DJ Naves.
Oh, amazing, man.
How are you?
I'm alright, mate. No
How's the
complaints.
weekend?
You know, we're rocking.
Oh, I can't complain,
big
man.
days right now. It's busy. Busy.
Yeah.
If we're not eating rice and dumplings.
Christmas feeling,
Oh,
Christmas
man, the
celebrations,
vibe,
everything is going
man.
well. Beetroot.
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 Take away.
Yeah. It's that time of the year.
Gentlemen, we spoke about this, a very, very tough game against Cape Town City.
And I did say.
We did, yeah?
They're stubborn.
Yeah, they're very stubborn.
But I still say it was a fun match where people enjoyed it. You know, the neutral loved that match.
Yes.
More so because they saw two teams that came to play football and they wanted to score. You know, it's one of those matches where it's a very rare match in a season where you'll find a team take a game to Mamelodi Sundowns, regardless where they're playing, whether they're playing home or away. You will see teams, dropping the line. But I was so encouraged to see, a home team, playing with a lot of confidence, and they wanted to show their people.
I haven't had that in a while.
And they wanted to show their people that, okay, we are capable of playing football. We are in a PSL. We're in the same level as these people. Then we might as well go and play. And again, they are in the background, a backyard. They want to show that they are good. But when I look at that match, the overall is, Sugar, one chance can change the whole complexion of the match. And I can speak about a lot of chances that I saw, and the Ribeiro's chance where he wanted to.
I counted that one.
I
jumped up. I started celebrating.
So if that one had to hit the back of the net,
changes
for sure. We'll be talking. We'll be talking a different story now. But it was a nice football match.
Intense game as well, because there's times where I think even them, the way they were playing, you could watch other games. They don't play with that level of intensity.
Yes, that is very true. You could see the commitment and the desire to also be not to be one of the teams that have succumbed to the quest that Mamelodi Sundowns is at right now. And they actually did very well in terms of keeping up with the intensity. Every time when we tried to dictate the tempo of the game, they were also matching, and it was really. It's one of those, like we said, it's not an easy game to play against Cape, especially in Cape Town. It's a very difficult game, but I still feel like Peter's goal was a goal.
For sure. It was.
The referee's decisions.
And nobody's talking.
And of course nobody's talking.
No
because
talk.
It's Sundowns.
No talk.
No talk. And it was a clear goal. We all saw that, and I said it in the beginning of this talk that one goal could have changed the whole complexion of that match. And it's one of those chances where, as a team, you wanted it so badly, especially when you're playing against the team that will push you back, like Cape Town City did. Of course, we can count the Peter chance, but there's so many chances that we created and we couldn't take. On a day, I think Sundowns could have easily took those chances. But it's a match that I can easily say the longer it took Mamelodi Sundowns to score, I could sense the level of fatigue, coming to creep in the boys, because you're playing a high intensive
there's
match,
a lot of games.
and there's a lot of games.
10 games throughout December.
No rest, traveling.
And the match that you're coming from before this match, it was very, very.
It was not an easy game.
No, so I think that played a huge role in making the difference on that match, where as a team you didn't have that fluidity in your play. But it goes back to the heavy legs. It goes back to the team that is pushing you back, because I'm sure before they play Mamelodi Sundowns, they had enough break.
More than enough.
You know what I mean? So it was given that
as
they were in Riverside.
All right.
We also want to braai.
We also want
the people swimming. When
we come into the game, people are braai.
I'm tired of us.
Just remember, 2 days later, we are here again. We are here again.
And I saw one meme. They said the bosses, if they're asking us about whether we come into work in December, this is what we should. We were here 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Are you not tired of us?
Well, yeah, no. I think Naves, we were talking about the boys and the performance that they gave.
Yeah.
I think the coach should be happy with the performance.
Yes, indeed.
Overall, the performance of the players, they gave their all. Of course, the results, I can easily say, as a team, like Mamelodi Sundowns, I'll take that draw, even though it's not what we look for when we play football.
We're spoiled.
Yeah. But on a day like that, you take that point, and you're happy that you didn't concede, because there were moments where we thought they were going to concede because of the continuous mistakes that are happening. But luckily, the resistance of the boys, they kept 0 behind.
I saw a lot of reporting went as far as to say Cape Town City ends Mamelodi Sundowns winning streak.
That's
and
I'm
sitting there.
That's the talk of the
Why ends?
Because we drew.
We drew. It's no longer a continuous. Remember, we were 11 out of 11, and when we went to 12, it was not.
Ends?
And the winning run has ended.
No, we end we win a match.
Yeah, but we are supposed to win to make it continue.
No, never end. So then
yes,
it ends there.
Yeah, but we haven't won. It's 11 out of.
So it ends.
Yes, we didn't win.
Okay, so
we haven't lost the game, but the way they're propositioning it,
it's like as if we lost,
because we are Sundowns.
So nowadays,
proposition.
It's like they putting out there.
Okay. You proposition here, Hormamel. So later courting.
Yes.
Oh, you know it?
Yeah, it's a courting phase.
No, I can't it was Midlands High.
What nice.
Under pressure
So the reporting is very negative in that if Sundowns draws, it's seen as a loss.
It's a level of success that we're currently on, that people begin to celebrate a draw against Mamelodi Sundowns is perceived as a win. But it's understandable. We need that energy sometimes. It's not a bad thing for us, because then you know that you have to win the next game. You have to win the following game, and you need to avoid to lose. So if a draw can cause the whole nation to be like that. But keep the fire burning.
But the team that we were playing against, which is Cape Town City, they won 5 in a row. And they lost 1 to Stellenbosch. That tells you how good the team is.
And we spoke about how good they were. We spoke about how dangerous they are.
I was happy that Mayo was not there, because he's not going to score. He's got the goals.
And he said it.
So if he's not there, no goal.
No goals. And there it was. Zero at the back.
0 behind. That one deserves
traumatized. No, I feel you. But I still want to know about the overall. If people watch that match, if they say they are happy that the match ended with a draw, did they watch the amount of chances that Sundowns created on the match?
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Your Mamelodi Sundowns.
It's the score at the end of it. It's what one of the journalists, I think Mark Leeson, had said to Coach Rulani, that we are favourites to win Champions League. And Coach Rulani says, how? TP Mazembe beat us. And then he says, yeah, but by luck, because you hit the pole 3 times. It's like, yeah, but the record still states we lost to TP Mazembe, so we cannot be then put into that position because of that.
And it's true.
Actually, it's true.
It's because I like the way he also responded it, because then it sends a message that there is no level of comfortability. We're not relaxed in terms of the success we're currently on, but it shows that there's a desire to do more, and there's a desire to work hard for the result that is required. So I only stand with Coach Rulani in saying that it's not given that we need to work for it. It's not a must for us to win. It's something that we need to work for, and I'm really proud to see the way the boys are really working hard in terms of winning the games that are coming thick and fast.
Modisa said that after game 15 we can start talking about the Invincibles that's going through a season with 0 losses.
Yes.
Are we still standing on game 15?
Well,
You sounded like a politician. Well,
Really?
yes.
no, not free. That word.
Proposition.
Oh, you're going to proposition us. You're going to lie to us.
It's to lie.
You are that type that doesn't campaign after winning the election.
Yeah.
Cafe's day to Regama Blom. After that is the end.
It's the end.
Football match, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Where you already count the end results before you play the matches.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that. And I lost the league in this club when we had 5 games to go in hand, where we thought, if we win this one, we win the league. If we win this one,
and we actually lost to a very...
So we lost to Baroka. Maritzburg came and beat us. The team from Rustenburg, Platinum Stars came. And we're talking about home matches. And we end up, losing the league with 1 point.
And at the time when we are drawing, they are also
losing. So what I want to tell you now, Naves, is in a football match, you don't start looking at the end results.
Yes.
The next 90 minutes is the most important thing. You will talk about the end of the season and how it went, because you have passed those matches.
Yeah.
But as long as you're still going to have those matches, you can't count the points, unfortunately.
Okay.
And it has showed us over the years where the team that will lead with 10 points, and we went and we take that league. Yeah. Remember that season. You know what I mean? And do you think at the time they were counting?
The guy they call Lord.
Because I'm sure even them, they were counting. They were counting as well. They were definitely. Like, no, we have 10 games to go. Let's cover them. Let's cancel them. Let's cancel them.
From there, they say the goal difference.
You know what I mean? And we came. And what we did in their stadium. We took the 3 points and we left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is the lessons you have to take as a team. And I don't think Sundowns in that space of counting the chickens before what?
For the hatch.
You can't do that. You can't do that mistake. You can't.
No. Definitely, we're not going to count our chickens before they hatch. It's already cold.
He's calling
for a stone.
Gentlemen, we move on to the next game. We're playing Moroka Swallows.
Yep.
And I think it's a tough fixture because we're now in a stage whereby we've heard the reports about how players have not been training because of whatever issues they have. But if those issues have been sorted, now there's motivation to play. And besides that, former Mamelodi Sundowns senior manager is now there. The last time we played them, we also had AJ, who used to be here as well, playing, and it becomes a very emotional game.
You can't look for motivation when you play Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah.
We saw the previous match where the Cape Town boys were motivated, over-motivated to play Mamelodi Sundowns. And I don't think if the coach told them what to do, he just put the 11 and then go.
Yeah.
And he saw level of commitment in those boys. we're going to a Moroka Solos match where you'll see a lot of players who wants to move from that level. The younger ones will want to move from the team that they're playing to a bigger team, maybe.
Yeah.
And you can't sell yourself in a game of football.
Apart from this kind.
You know what I mean? This is the match where you must show that you are good.
Yeah.
And but by showing that you are good, there's certain things you have to do. You have to double up your effort. It's a motivation on its own to say, I'm playing against Mamelodi Sundowns, the team that hasn't lost the match this season. And they just won the Continental Trophy. I mean, we're talking about the powerhouse of African football. So now, when you go there, what do you want to do?
Got to show your best.
You show your best. And I'm sure that the players that you didn't mention, there's so many players. There's Facho Mashiro, Kapatino Mango. There's players and AJ who also wants to make sure that he show us that but he's still good a player. Yeah. And I'm sure in that space you'll want to give the instruction to the younger boys to say today Siababonis.
Yeah.
And what he's saying is true because every time, and this can't be said enough, because when you play a team like Mamelodi Sundowns and every player wants to give their best, you have to be on an A game. I remember even me when I first played against Mamelodi Sundowns in Polokwane. Until today, it's still I scored the goal from far. It's still today because on such games you don't need to be told that this is an important game. You yourself, you need to sell yourself, like Keke says. You need to show up. Test yourself against the best in the country, and you never know, because one game like that could change your whole career, could change the rest of your life, and you may find yourself in a very different position as to where you may be right now. So it's very important and key for us to be concentrated maximally. Because we don't give them any space to trouble us, and we continue with the same kind of mentality of dominance and keeping the ball and making sure, because after all it's Morocco Swallows. It's not, it's a big team.
Yeah. I've seen them. I've seen the mistakes, actually, a lot of games that have come up of people also then trying to play out from the back, and we've seen the results of that. Peter punishes you when you do those mistakes. Try it, and you are going to see.
I think as a team like Mamelodi Sundowns, you would want that to happen a lot, especially now that you have a trick or a tactic that helps you to score, from those mistakes. But I think more than anything, you just want teams to play against you, and let's see what they've got. And you don't want to go and play the whole 90 minutes without a threat from the opposition.
Yes.
And
because then they've just packed the pass for 90 minutes. So it's not exciting.
It's not exciting for people that will come watch. That's number one. Number two, players, I just know, even if the instruction will be, low block, other players, they get excited in having the ball. They love having the ball. So I'm sure they will be, denying them that opportunity to express themselves in that structure. But you want a team to play when you play for Mamelodi Sundowns, and it was refreshing to see Cape Town City playing against Mamelodi Sundowns. You want to see that. You want to see football in our league where two teams comes and play. And we learn 2 or 3, and like, okay, this is how other players are doing stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that, but it will take a little bit of time. But I'm sure if our coach of one of the coming teams that are going to play against Mamelodi Sundowns, I was going to take a few notes from
the Cape Town City game. Funny you should say that. Coach Eric Tinkler said, I mean, I can tell you what we did, but if it doesn't work for you, don't come back and say.
He said it?
Said don't come back and say, hey,
he said it. You gave us the wrong scope. He gave us the wrong scope.
Okay, so like, as I was to say, okay, Tlankadi knows. You can do later.
Tlankadi knows.
I like that. At least he was honest.
No, 100%. I think it also goes with personnel. I think your team, you've got to have that type of personnel, because I was saying this to somebody in conversation yesterday, that after the intensity they played with, their next game will say what type of team they are.
Yeah.
Because do the legs now
allow
you to go on? Because if it's not what you're used to doing, you know, like, you know how we speak about how players come to Mamelodi Sundowns and then struggle with the intensity and they need to get to that level. Then if your team doesn't usually play with that intensity and you put it on, especially now because you've had a big break before, it's easy for that easy inverted commas to do. But the next game after that is what will set you apart.
Because consistency is really key. If you can do it, like that against Mamelodi Sundowns, why can't you do it against your next opponent and the following one? That will help you. I think the key to the success of Mamelodi Sundowns throughout the years is consistency, because we do not compromise in who we're playing against, whether we are from South Africa or whether you are continental opposition. We still want to do the same work that we do everywhere. So consistency, that's where you see that Mamelodi Sundowns is always in the Champions League, year in, year out, and not just as a part of the Champions League. They compete to win. So consistency is key, and we really hope that other teams as well could maintain the level of consistency to make the league much more interesting, and making sure that the people who come to watch the games are really enticed.
I think it's what's setting us apart from the rest of the league. Is that consistency that Sugar is talking about, where players for Mamelodi Sundowns, they're not longer looking at who are they playing against. It's the level of performances every time.
Yes.
Whereas when you look at the other teams, players, they tend to look at who they're playing against. And it's what is dropping the level game in South Africa, because you see a player one match he's doing
amazing, lack of consistency,
and then the next match he's an okay player, and you ask yourself, what happened to this person? He's the same guy that I saw last week. You know what I mean? So it goes backwards to what Sugar is talking about, the consistency, the mentality of saying we are now here, we have to maintain it. And to maintain it, well, it's
not easy,
but you have to do it, because
you're in there. A quote,
please.
To get to the top is easy, but to stay at the top is not easy.
It's called.
No, it's there. It's
lonely there. Lonely there. That's why there's not so many there.
Not many people
lonely there.
Why it's alone?
Halfway Bangata. They're at the bottom of Bangata, because we're all wanting to go there. But there,
when you are there alone, you're inviting a stone.
And if you stay there long enough, it won't just be one stone.
How many?
There'll be lots of stones.
15 stones will be targeting you. Against all odds.
Against all odds.
Okay, that's why you guys are facing the challenges of ducking so many stones like this.
And we're no longer ducking here in South Africa. We're ducking also in the continent now.
Okay.
Because everyone is saying, hey, this.
So you must practice dance move.
Now we are bob and weaving. Bob and weave. Guard up. Where are you?
Okay.
Yeah, like a peacock.
I think bob and weave.
Hey man, I go boxing.
Okay.
Oh. Ay.
Pronunciation ya how lwena mane
no. Okay. Bob
ke feng jalo?
Bob and weave. You got to bob and weave. So you're weaving. You keep moving.
Bob and weave. You
Yeah.
bob and weave. Okay.
The
boxer no when it is somebody just go bob the weave is the bob and weave.
How do we any bobcat?
No, looking forward to a great game against Morocco Swallows. And as usual, I definitely think, especially after the last game we've played, I think that we're going to definitely step it up a notch. And we're going to get it right. I mean, I'd complain if we weren't creating the chances to finish. But the fact that we're creating the chances gives us a confidence boost to say we're going to put them in the back of the net.
For sure.
And like you say, even supporters,
yes,
they get that feeling that they know we're going to create chances. They know that something will come out. They've got that hope to say a result will definitely come. And with that note, we really need to appreciate them for continuously coming 100%. To the game. They're coming, the attendance in Cape Town, they were there. The attendance is way much greater than it was in the past. So keep it up, Masandawana. Let's keep supporting the boys. Let's keep on doing what is required and making sure that that drum
doesn't stop.
I was about to talk about the drum.
Yeah, reminds me of DJ Naves on the laptop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in to Pitchside podcast. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments below.
Subscribe.